refer to as Team Stafford. We'll tell you more about those in just a few short moments. But right now, my buddy John Gates is up here. Little different view from the penthouse, isn't it, John, for tonight's presentation?
Yeah, no doubt about it, Ben. Very excited about this. Should be a great night of racing with Dunleavy's Truck and Trailer Repair Modifiedz night. Boy, you picked a good night to come to the Stafford Motor Speedway.
You know, there is one key ingredient about this leading into Dunleavy's night, and that is the fact that last Friday night, we were here at Stafford. Woody Pitcat was the dominant car in the open event, the 80-lap event for the Tour Type Modifieds. And how ironic, call it the calm before the storm, he was driving Doug Dunleavy's race car, and that was exactly what everybody was talking about then. So tonight, we'll carry that all over in a positive way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to address your attention to our video board, center stage on the racetrack for the official opening for tonight's Dunleavy's Truck and Trailer Repair event.
It's a big night for the SK Light Modifieds here at Stafford. Dunleavy's Modifieds night. 40 laps, over $1,700 to win for the SK Light competitors. So we're going to focus on this pit preview with the SK Lights. And Nicole LaRose is standing by with our runner-up finisher from last Friday.
It's the big night for the SK Light Modifieds here at Stafford, the Dunleavy extra distance race. It's going to be 40 laps, which is double what you're used to here. And Tyler Berry, you've had quite the season. 3 second-place finishes, 2 of which were extremely close at the end there, one of which being last week with George Bissett Jr. there, put a kibosh to your run on the outside. They're coming to the line, but, you know, your patience has got to be wearing thin. You've come so close so many times. You have such a fast car here, and you've always been saying, you know, if I had a couple more laps. Well, tonight, you have those extra laps.
Yeah, we got the extra 20 laps to adds up to be 2 features tonight. I think that'll be good in my favor for that. Yeah, we've been real close a couple of times this year. So it's been real good. Thanks to my dad and my crew, Stafford Race Chassis, for that. Yeah, just everybody there is working hard with that. We're getting real close, just maybe I'm giving too much room or doing something different than some guys are, but we'll try to work on that and see if we can get a win tonight.
Tyler Berry, definitely a favorite for tonight's race. He's been super consistent and really fast with that 18 car. Right now, we're going to throw it to Bonza, who's standing with another contender, in Derek Debus.
Derek Debus is a 2-time winner of the 40-lap event here in the SK Lights. In fact, he won the last 2. But before we talk about this week, what happened last week and how much damage did this car have that you had to work on during the week?
Last week, we just didn't get any luck at all, I would say. We had a Nerf bar going to our right rear, kind of ended our race on lap 5. I mean, took the good with the bad. There was more wrecks later on, so we could have had a lot more carnage, but ended our night just like that. So we came back today, and we'll see how we do.
Now, you like to say you're going to go like heck out there on the track. You won this 40-lapper twice in a row. How different is the approach for a 40-lapper compared to 20?
40 laps, you definitely get a lot more time, I would say. Your patience, definitely there. You're not rushing as much. In a 20 lap, you have to be in the front as quick as possible, no matter what the circumstances are.
Well, we'll see what Derek Debus has in store. He knows how to bounce back from a rough week, looking for his 3rd consecutive 40-lap winner. Now we're going to go over to Nicole LaRose, who was with a guy that took a pretty wild ride last Friday.
Josh Carey became the highlight reel of the week here at Stafford with your flip in last week's SK Light main event. Now, I want to know what changed, because you're here with Larry Goss's rental car, and I'm pretty sure when I talked to you earlier in the season, you were saying, you know, we'll just play it week to week, you know, if we wreck or whatever, we'll take a few weeks off, but you're back here without missing a week. I think after you won that race, you were pretty much in it to win it for the rest of the year, and you have a rental car. What's the goal for tonight, extra laps?
Yeah, that was pretty much how it was. I mean, at first, yeah, we wanted to just do a full season, but then when we won, really determined to finish the full season after the last 2. And it's the big race tonight with the 40 laps, extra distance, extra money, and there was a lot of damage from our car last week, and it sucks that it's not going to be done until next week and we have to rent a car, but should have a good piece for tonight and didn't want to miss a week, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, some of these drivers in the SK Lights, it's a very hard and very tough competition. A lot of these guys sometimes are driving over their heads, and it is 3 wide, and that's not the bad part because it's kind of a wide track, but you got to be able to hold your line, and with no spotters, self-clearing, it's tough, and it happens, mistakes happen, but it makes it really tough. It's really aggressive racing every single week, and like when I flipped, it's 2 to go for 3rd place, a podium, and you're just stuck in a really tough position. You don't want to lift, and you're trying to get every spot you can, and it just makes a really tough and hard competition every week.
So Josh Carey, always a fierce competitor here at Stafford, got his first win earlier in the season, and tonight he's going to be seeing what he can do with this rental car. Now we're going to throw it to Bonza, who's standing with Amanda West.
Nicole, Amanda West has quietly had a strong season coming into this race, 5th in points. I don't want to jinx you saying that, but these last few weeks, how have you felt about the performance of this 15 car?
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty strong. We did have a few off weeks, maybe missed the setup. There was a week where we had pretty old tires, but obviously we saved a new set for this week. And I hope that we can continue our strong performance and maybe be a little better. I mean, last week we finished 4th, so almost had a 3rd, but yeah, I think this week's gonna be good. Extra distance, that's a little different for us. We're used to half that, so I don't know, I guess just a lot of patience today, which is different for a lot of people. Usually there's not much patience out there, but patience today, and hopefully we can get a good start up front and keep the wheels on it. Obviously just our Nerf bar was all messed up, and then the toe was in a little bit, but other than that, it wasn't bad, so we were fortunate about that. But
Amanda West looking for her first podium of the year. She's got 2 4th-place finishes this season. That's why she's coming in 5th in the standings. Now we're going to go to the street stock pits, where Nicole LaRosa is standing by with one of our top contenders this year.
Bobby Sturck has 2 wins in the street stock division here in 2022. Pretty early in the season, we're almost to the halfway point, and last few races, it seems like you've just been in the wrong place, wrong time. That has put you back in the field. You've had to come back. You have a 6th and a 4th in your last few races here, and it feels like we're in that summer stretch and, you know, trying to get back to the podium. Tell us about the luck that you've had in the last few weeks, or lack thereof.
Yeah, we had a great start to the year, and then we had a few wrecks, and that kind of threw us off. And I found a bunch of stuff 2 weeks ago. I found some more this week that was bent, just stuff we had to tweak. And you know, it's sad to say that you're frustrated with a 6th and a 4th, but you know, we're way better than that. And you know, I could definitely think that we'll be on the podium this week.
There you go. That's the story from Bobby Sturck. He's looking to get back to the podium, maybe even better with a win here tonight. Now we're going to throw it to Bonza, who's standing with Anthony Bello.
Anthony Bello is a rookie in the SK Modifieds, but I don't know if you would notice it because he's had several top 10s. Heck, this past weekend you had back-to-back top 5s. How have you become so acclimated to SK competition here so quickly?
You know, me and Steven Kopchik, we really put together a good piece here over the winter to run, and you know, it's really showing off out there on the racetrack, and this car is just a joy to drive. I love driving this thing. You know, the SK Modified competition here is really stout, and I'm really having a blast running with all these guys, too. This group here will really make you a better driver here at Stafford.
Now, what more do you need to try and get your first podium, do you think?
We just need that little bit of luck and to put ourselves in a little different position. You know, for the past like 3 weeks, there's been no top at all. So hopefully, you know, with this stuff that they sprayed down on the racetrack, that hopefully that top groove does come in tonight. If not, hope to restart down low on the bottom, every restart, and try to make moves there.
Well, we'll see what the 51 team can do, trying to go for 3 straight top 5s, maybe first ever podium, you never know. You can see how he and all the other weekly competitors do tonight. We hope to see you at the track, and if you are here, we're going to go to Ben Dodge in the booth.
Thank you very much, Bonzo. What a great night for auto racing. And as you can see, we've already witnessed some great stories from out of the paddock area already before we commence with tonight's Dunleavy's Modifiedz night here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. It's a big night. John Gates, you're used to being down on pit road. But as we both know, as we open up our festivities for Flow Racing, for those of you watching in at home for this evening's presentation as well, little different perspective tonight. They made some adjustments in the racing surface itself to try to make the racing surface even more competitive.
Right, and Ben, as if it wasn't competitive enough.
I agree.
We have had some amazing races this year. The SKs and SK Lights have been absolutely lights out. 30-car fields just about every weekend. It's just been amazing.
It sure has. And, of course, Doug Dunleavy has been a big part of the success story here at the Stafford Motor Speedway over the years, and we are honored to have him as part of this evening's program. On the Speedway now, the first division in tonight's presentation is our own street stock division. The event is round number 1 for qualifying. 5 laps is the distance, 7 cars to transfer in the preferred handicap spot. And to give you the starting lineup, here's John Gates.
Okay, starting up front, number 94, good-looking ride out of Goshen, Connecticut, the runner race car, New York Sports Show Chevrolet of Chris Danielchuk.
Outside, row number 1, the Rico's Pizza car from Stafford, Connecticut, car 71 for Marvin Minkler.
Starting third from Manchester, Connecticut, the Metro Door Ricky Breen Paintings Chevrolet for Kyle Johnson.
In the fourth starter will be car number 01, the Holyoke Dental Associates car, former champion as well from Agawam, Mass, Johnny Walker.
Starting fifth out of Naugatuck, it is the A6A Associates Greg Lawn Care and Snow Removal Machine of Bobby Sturk III.
Another recent winner will start next, driving the JRT Motorsports, PJ Ladola and Sons, Electrical Contractors number 42 from Barkhamsted, Connecticut. It is Travis Downey starting back in 6th.
Starting 7th in the beautiful number 11 machine out of Woodbury, Connecticut in the Hydar Construction Special, it is Travis Hydar.
Utility Service of New England brings us car number 28. That'll start 8th on the grid for Samantha Dell out of Harrisville, Rhode Island.
Columbia, Connecticut brings us the Maine Moose Special with Dave Maka Sr. behind the wheel.
Then we go to the Jet Motorsports car from Summers, Connecticut, car number 61, starting 10th in the grid. It is Jason Raymond.
And the 66 will take up the scratch position in the Renner Race Car Pro Coat Paint Machine. That is a Aikachuka Chima.
And that is our starting lineup. With a snap of the wrist, the green flag comes out. And we are underway here at the half mile. For those of you tuned in on Flow Racing, welcome to this evening's presentation of Dunleavy's night here at Stafford. Down the back straightaway, no question, car number 94, Chris Danielchuk. He's had some good runs this season. The white and purple car looks racy, but he's got Walker, and right to the right of him is Marvin Minkler.
Yeah, Minkler got a good jump off the 4th turn there. He pulls even with Walker. That's a great battle for the runner-up spot between the 01 and the 71.
They're almost 3 wide, now moving into contend. Last week's feature event winner, Travis Downey, white and green car, to the bottom of your screen. 4 cars come together. Meanwhile, as they work their magic off turn number 4, it is still Danielchuk, the leader of the class, and right there on his outside is still the number 71 of Marvin Minkler.
A little loose, yeah.
Looking racy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A little loose last time by for the 94. He's able to hold on to that lead, but all over his rear bumper is that 01. It's Wicker, Johnny Walker.
Also, other feature event winners moving to the front include the 9 car of Bobby Sturk, and right to his inside, one of the big dogs, car number 11 of Travis Hydar. Hydar moves into the 6th spot, left of your screen if you're watching at home. Now he works his magic to the inside, 2x2 and side by side. Leader of the pack is Marvin Minkler. Red and black dominates the number 1 spot. Here's the white flag. John, as they come back to the line.
Yeah, the white and green number 42 of Travis Downey. He's going to go side by side with Johnny Walker. Walker high side on the high side of the 42 car.
They come off the 2nd turn. They're still wheel to wheel. Battle is for 3rd. Now Danielchuk moves in, picks up the spot. Good racing there as they come off turn number 4. Leader of the pack still remains Marvin Minkler. The black and white is out.
Checkered flag coming out now, and Marvin Minkler will take home the victory. Danielchuk will take home 2nd spot with Johnny Walker just nipping the number 42 of Downey for 3rd.
Then in the 4th spot is Travis Downey, car number 42. Then it's Travis Hydar, the number 11, to finish in the 5th spot. And rounding out the top 6 is car number 9 for Bob Sturck.
Yeah, good run there for Sturck as well in that 6th position. Maka Sr. takes home 7th in the number 37 machine. Then it's Kyle Johnson, a winner last year at this time in that number 88 car.
And then rounding out the field, it'll be the number 28, Samantha Dell. And then it'll be Shuka Chima with car number 66 and Jason Raymond to finish in the 11th spot. Second qualifying round, if you're just joining us, the distance is the same, 5 laps, 7 cars to make the transfer, of which 10 will be starting. And it'll be car number 69 at the point from Belchertown, Mass., the Roy's Auto Service Center's car. Lindsay and Bill Cody own the car for Bill Cody, the driver.
Starting on the outside of that first row in the number 80 machine. Good-looking ride for Tyler Trott out of East Hartford in the Black Road Smoking Barbecue Chevrolet.
Second row to the inside, Finkbein Landscaping, number 46, out of Manchester, Connecticut for Jason Finkbein.
Up next is a Smedley Crane, Plainville, Connecticut driver, the veteran driver, Adrian Paradis III in the number 19.
Little different look, but he is racy, the Jet Electric, Jason Trott-owned car. From Ellington, Connecticut, car number 51, starting 5th for Bert Ouellette.
Chaplin, Connecticut brings us Nick Hovey in car number 16, the blue number 16, with Busy Bees Learning Center as a sponsor.
In the 7th starting position, it is car number 18, the Tri-State Elevators and Hoist car. From Naugatuck, Connecticut, the driver is Cindy Sturck.
Up next, it's Dave Maka Jr. Jr. coming in from Columbia, Connecticut in that 36 car, the Maine Moose Chevrolet.
In the 9th starting spot, it'll be the Homestyle Cafe car out of Chicopee, Massachusetts for Brandon Warren, car number 55.
Scratch position coming in from Summers, Jason Lafayette. Welcome back, Jason. He's out of Summers, Connecticut in the Tri-State Equipment and Repair Chevrolet.
Well, they head down the back straightaway. Lights are off on the safety vehicle, provided by Whelan Engineering. First name in light sirens and safety services used throughout the world. Whelan Engineering, American made and proud of it. Looking the field over on the starter's stand, Mike Helberg stares him down. With the snap of the wrist, we will be green and up to speed, and there it is. Off the turn, it is Cody by inches with car number 69. They're side by side. Nobody has an advantage here. Off turn number 2, rumbling down the back straightaway. Tyler Trott looks racy to the outside. No surprises there.
Trouble.
As car number 80 looks good, but we've got a problem. We've got a skirmish right underneath the Mayberry and the New England Racing Fuel Sunoco banner, and that is going to change the entire complexion of this first lap in the competition here. Everybody's able to get away, including the Tyler Trott car that was the guy that was in contention for the number 1 spot when Havoc broke loose. And it looks like the other car that was involved is the number 55 car, Brandon Warren, that will receive the push. He was a former regular runner at Monadnock Speedway before coming back to the Stafford Motor Speedway and during the course of this season. And he has been adjusting to running at the half mile. You know, here at Stafford, we're very fortunate, John, that we have the Monaco Ford safety vehicles. Monaco Ford is located with 2 locations, one in Glastonbury, Connecticut, the second in Niantic, Connecticut. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, or you want to order your very own and very unique Ford product, you have to check out the staff of Monaco Ford. They are race people. They've been involved in the sport for many, many years. Monaco Ford, we salute them. And remember, when you go to Monaco Ford, whether it's in Glastonbury or Niantic, you tell them that you heard about it right here at the Stafford Motor Speedway for special discounts and special offers available exclusively when you mention Stafford Speedway.
So it looks like all the accident cars, like you said, are back to the back of the pack here. That will restart towards the end of the field. And I'll tell you, a guy smiling after that one is Jason Finkbein. He'll be starting up on the pole.
Jason Finkbein really has done a very, very impressive job this year with the number 46 car out of Manchester, Connecticut. The Finkbein landscaping car also picks up some support and help from Metro Door. Let's take a look at the replay. Going down into the turn, plain and simple, The car that was in the upper groove, which in this case was Tyler Trott, went into the turn a little bit too deep, and the back end snapped around. And when it did, he came back down across the racetrack, and Bill Cody had no place to go. Brand new row, and that is two different players in the front row. And, John, what do we got?
All right, so Finkbein to the inside. Adrian Paradis, the third, to the outside in that number 19. We are ready to restart here as we try to get this second street stock qualifying heat race in the books.
They fire them up. Good race there, and car number 51 is working its magic already for Bert Ouellette. Ouellette started in the middle pack of cars. Car number 18, Cindy Sturck, got out of shape. She gathers it back. The guy to watch is car number 51. In the first circuit, he started in position number 5. He's up to second, and right behind him, it is Adrian Paradis, the third. Always a strong runner with car number 19, that orange and black car to the right of your screen.
Bert Ouellette pulls up to the rear of the number 46 of Finkbein, so Bert going to the inside now. Could be a pass for the lead in turn number 3.
Makes a bold move for it, puts the car to the bottom. We've got one up the hill. Little contact was made to the top side of the racetrack. It looks like possibly that's the Tyler Trott machine, and maybe, just maybe, there might have been a little payback there as well. So we go back to, and he is upset, a little bit frustrated, smokes him up, and that's not going to help his tire management situation whatsoever.
Yeah.
As he will pick up at the rear of the field in this one. Kind of a heartbreaker. He's a very strong runner here at the half mile, and just got off to a pretty tough start for this evening's program. So, timing and scoring, we always like to mention, especially those of you that are watching on Flow TV, that these cars are electronically scored. That means very simple, that they have what we call a monitor that is attached to the car. Same thing that you have for your tolls on the highway today. And as you pass beneath a beam, and in this case it is wired as center stage at the start-finish line, it will record your lap. Timing and scoring picks that up. And to back that up, we have two additional scorers that do what we refer to as hand scoring. Now that might sound simple, but it's really not. They have to write the car numbers in the order that they cross the start-finish line for every lap. They compare all that information. Take a look at the replay to the right side of your screen and see if we can pick this up. Very tip of your screen, they are 3 wide. Tyler Trott gets forced up the hill. When he does, the end result is he makes some contact with the retaining wall there as well. So, field is gathered back up, and we should be ready to go back to green flag racing. You know, John, you've witnessed these street stocks mature over the years here at the half mile, and they really put on some great racing. You can go to a lot of racetracks, and some might say at other race facilities, their street stock division is more of a contact sport. That is not the case here at Stafford. These guys race every lap. They're up on the wheel every lap. They are dedicated and focused, and they are among the stars here at this half mile each and every Friday night.
Sure thing, Ben, as we get ready to go restart time here with the 46 and the 51 side by side. Finkbein on the gas, but a little bit better going into turn number 1 could be Bert Ouellette.
Bert Ouellette makes no time to get to the front of the field. He is now your brand new leader. Side by side bid for the third spot down the back straightaway. It is Adrian Paradis the third and Nicholas Hovey in the upper groove. They come off the turn. Adrian Paradis has the third spot. That's the orange and black car. There's Hovey, the blue machine. And a third factor rolls into play. That third factor is a car that's moving into contention, and rather quickly, I might add, behind them. And that looks to be the 21 of Jason Lafayette.
Yeah, right behind them is the Cody number 69 machine. He's trying to wake his way back through the pack after restarting in the back, but right now it's all Bert Ouellette. He's got about a 2-car length advantage over the number 46 of Finkbein.
Well, Ouellette continues to start to string it out. Fastest car on the racetrack is Adrian Paradis, his last circuit, 23.061. There's the white flag. No one is surrendering in this one. They come back to the stripe. Remember, you want to be a part of the top 7, John, if you want to start up front and be among the preferred spots.
Slip sliding out of turn number 2 now is the number of 51 of Burt Willett. Trying to chase him down is Jason Finkbein in the 46, but he's got to worry about the number 19, the Smedley Crane machine of Adrian Paradis III, as a checkered flag will come out this time by.
Here comes the checker. Bertolette is in winning form here at Stafford in this qualifier. Jason Finkbein will finish in second. Car number 19, Adrian Paradis, will finish in third. Nicholas Hovey will finish in the 4th spot, and rounding out the top 5, the number 21 of Jason Lafayette.
Then it's the number 69 machine. Good run for this team. Bill Cody behind the wheel. The number 55, he came back after the spin. Brandon Warren after that. So a good field of street stocks as they put on a great show. Jason Lafayette, though, good run in that number 21 car to come home. Really a good finish for him in 5th. But after Brandon Warren, you had Tyler Trott in the number 80, David Maka Jr. in the number 36, and Cindy Sturck, she rounded out the field.
So there you have it, another round into the record books. Coming up next will be our qualifying event for the late model division. As they come on to the arena, it will be the following. The distance will be 8 laps, 5 cars to transfer, 7 cars in this first qualifying round, and car number 39 will be starting at the point. That is Paul Verrecchio Jr. out of Berlin, Connecticut, in the Tavern on the Tracks machine.
All right, to the outside is the number 42 machine. This driver having himself a great season. The DMW Graphics, Greg's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Chevy for Michael Ray.
Blake Company Incorporated brings us car 61 from North Haven, Connecticut. That's John Blake.
Starting in position number 4 is the number 79. Coming in from Enfield, driving the Botticello Incorporated Jarmark Farm Special, Daryl Keene behind the wheel.
In the 5th starting spot, Green Knolls Landscaping brings us the Deuce. Car number 2 from Monroe, Connecticut for Dwayne Knowles.
Starting 6th and no stranger to victory lane in the Meadows Motor Corps Chevrolet from Granby, Massachusetts. Welcome back, the number 97 of Adam Gray.
Wayne's Auto Body brings us car number 10 from Fairfield, Connecticut for Wayne Corey Jr. in the Stafford Sand and Gravel sponsored race car. Story of the points in the late model division. Adam Gray's been the dominant car, but he only has a 6-point advantage over Michael Ray with car number 42. Tom Fern, a multiple champion, also sets in 3rd, 20 points back over Kevin Gambacorta, 34 points off the pace in 4th, and Daryl Keene will round out the top 5. Defending champion Michael Bennett, not with us tonight, with car number 19. He'll be moving further back in the points, and last week's winner, Andrew Moeller, will be in the 7th spot going in, but he won't stay there for long as he is anticipated to be very strong in tonight's program. These are the late models off turn number 4. With the call, here's John Gates.
Paul Verrecchio Jr. to the inside of the 39, drifts up a little bit high into Ray, but he's going to take the lead under the start-finish line.
As he makes it look easy, but off the turn, will it be a whole different deal? Meanwhile, here's Ray. He looks high, he looks low. Car number 42. Black and silver numeral with the Dayglow orange color on the bottom of the race car. Leader is still the 39, but the big question is for how long?
How about the 79 of Daryl Keene? He's trying to chase down Ray, but Ray all over the rear bumper there of the number 39 Verrecchio. Verrecchio having himself a good year. He's been staying up towards the front on a lot of these feature races for quite some time.
He certainly has, and he looks racy tonight. Daryl Keene, if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have no luck at all as he continues to be a dominant car running at the front back of this field. Good racing wherever you look. Oh, a little bit out of shape. He gathers it back to the left of your screen. Still is. Verrecchio holding on in position number 1. Michael Ray is quicker. Johnny sees some daylight to the inside. Bid is for position number 1.
Yeah, Ray trying to get to the inside of the corner panel of Verrecchio. Great battle for the lead as the late model's putting on a show here. Keene right there in 3rd. Then you got John Blake. Blake in that number 61 car.
Sure does. And of course, remember, 5 is the transfer here. Currently, car number 97 back in the 5th spot. That is key for him to be among the preferred handicap. Ray took another look to the inside. Your 2nd place car, car number 42. Remember, points are key for him, so he wants to start as close to the front as he can, try to get away from the competition in the main event. Car 61 has been a big factor this season for John Blake. He continues to work hard as he is currently right there in a safety zone spot, but not exactly where he needs to be.
Keen still all over the rear bumper of the 42 machine of Michael Ray. Ray drifts up high, nearly gets into the wall with that 42 car. Gonna open the door for Daryl Keene.
Back to the stripe they come. Twirling twos are in the air. They come rumbling off the turn. It still remains for Recchio. Ray is still in second. Third position is still held down by Keene. In the fourth spot, it is the 61 car of Blake. And rounding out the top five, it is the number 97, and that, of course, is Adam Gray.
Daryl Keene got a good run down the backstretch, made it stick into turn number 3. He's going to take over position number 2. Way up high where you don't want to go is Michael Ray in the 42, dropping back to third.
And while that was going on, car number 97 tried to get a fender down underneath John Blake with the black number 61. They worked their way into turn number 3. Off the fourth turn, looking for the checker. Paul Verrecchio Jr. looking good tonight. He will take down the win. Daryl Keene will finish in second. Michael Ray will be in third. In the fourth position, it looks like it's going to be the 61 of Blake. And the final transfer for the handicap will be Adam Gray with car number 97. Other cars included in the bottom of the field include Dwayne Knoll with car number 2 and Mark Curtis with car number 28. So the first qualifying round in our late model program is into the record books. If you just joined us, please remember the main grandstand here at the Stafford Motor Speedway is a non-smoking grandstand. There are other locations to smoke, but the main grandstand is not one of those locations. Here they come, and here's John Gates with qualifier number 2.
Yeah, 8 laps is the distance. Once again, 5 cars to qualify. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Number 82, he'll be up and on the pole position, come out of Northridge, Massachusetts. And the Supreme Industries Chevrolet welcome Paul Arute.
And then it's the Lavigny Law Company, Gary Lavigny, number 23. From Ellington, Connecticut, the very talented Kevin Gambacorda.
Starting in the third position, coming in from East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, King Gray Coach Lines brings us Tom Fern in the 92.
Starting fourth on the grid from Shelton, Connecticut, last week's feature event winner, the Life Care Family Chiropractic, Alpine Tree Company, number 31. The Rob Russell prepared race car for Andrew Moeller out of Shelton, Connecticut.
Fifth place starter from North Franklin, Connecticut. He drives the number 99. They call him the Live Wire. It is Chris Meyer in the Northeast Truck and Off-Road Chevy.
In the sixth starting spot, it's the AVI Incorporated for number 33 machine for Aiden Burrell out of Barkhamstead in the TD Racing Enterprises car.
And back of the pack, Chicopee, Massachusetts brings us Andrew Durand. Andrew driving that beautiful number 43 car from the back of the pack.
It's good to see Andrew Durand back in the competition here at Stafford. Former champion in the SK Light Division. Took a little time off, but he is back, and hopefully he'll be strong in this evening's presentation. Following the conclusion of this event, we will move to our limited late model qualifying events that are next on the card. Their story will be the same. 8 laps is the distance. 5 cars to be among the transfer here. Here they come off turn number 4. The green flag is out, and it is Paul Arute by a fender as he gets to the bottom of turn 1. Gambacorda, one of the all-time veteran drivers here at Stafford, now being challenged by the orange and black number 92 for Tommy Fern. Fern has more full fender titles than most here at the half mile, and he is looking very strong in this qualifying event. And all of a sudden, that white number 31, like a ghost, like Casper, comes out of nowhere. Andrew Moeller, last week's feature event winner, showing it's no fluke as he challenges to take over third.
92 now trying to pull up. That is Tom Fern to the rear bumper of Paul Arute. Paul Arute's got his work cut out for him out of turn number 4, trying to hold back the advances of Tom Fern.
In car number 99, the erasable images machine, that's Scott Cook's race car. Chris Meyer running very strong to the inside. That's the black car to the bottom of the 23. Gambacorda gives up the spot. That might have been his strategy, trying to wear him out as they come off turn number 4. They come off the turn single file this time. Nobody is stepping out of line without a partner here.
That is a good battle. Gambacorda now trying to get back to the inside, but a better battle up front. Here comes the 92 of Tom Fern. He tries to get around a route and to go into turn number 3.
Good battle at the point. Johnson has the number 82 looking racy tonight as they come back to the stripe. It's still Paul LaRue. He's really making some noise at the front of this class. The Supreme Industries car is looking supreme, but here comes Tom Fern. Fern puts the Safeco Foams, number 92, to the inside orange and black car, and right there with him is the white number 31 car for Andrew Moeller.
Moeller, good job there getting to the inside of Arute. Arute dropped back to third. He's now got to worry about the number 23 car right behind him, and that is Kevin Gambacorta trying to get to the inside, get that quarter panel there on the side of the number 82.
Meyer now moves into the top 5. That's exactly where he needs to be. Popsicle sticks are in the air. 2 circuits to go. 1 mile left in the competition. Tom Fern is the shining star up front. The orange, black, number 92. Traditional paint job for Tom Fern. Those are the color combinations he ran at the old Riverside Park Speedway. He comes deep into turn number 3. Off the turn, here is the white flag. 1 lap to go.
Tom Fern's got him covered so far with Andrew Moeller trying to chase him down. Last week's feature winner. Then you got Paul LaRue. Then you got Kevin Gambacorta. Then it's the live wire. Chris Meyer. Ken Meyer make it to the back bumper of the 23.
It is literally a conga line as they head down into turn number 3. Off the turn, here comes the checker. Sunoco at the center of the flag. It is Tom Fern to take down the impressive win. Andrew Moeller to finish in second, car number 31. Paul LaRue, the early leader, will finish in the 3rd spot. Kevin Gambacorta, the number 23, will be 4th, and Chris Meyer will finish in position number 5. 2 competitors will not be in the preferred handicap spots.
Yeah, Andrew Duran on the number 43, and then Aiden Burrell in the number 33. Neither one of those cars made the top 5 in that qualifying heat race for the late models.
So it looks like we're moving right along with this evening's presentation. Those of you joining us on Flow Television, welcome aboard. This is racing at its best here at the half mile. We hope that you'll be joining us sometime to see it all live. If you can't, join us on Flow Racing, because here comes our limited late model heat number 1. 8 laps, 5 cars to transfer, and car number 87, already a feature event winner, the Casa Grande Builders Machine from Willington, Connecticut. The kid with the red, white, and blue cowboy hat, car number 87 for Damon Pilardi.
On the outside of, this is position number 2, coming in from Canton, Connecticut, in the Genco Construction Chevy. It's Ari Jensick in the number 17.
And then we go right along to our 3rd starting position, the Genco Construction car, JK Racing Clubs, number 23 from Canton for Devin Jensick.
Starting 4th, he drives the 59. A win last week out of Weathersfield, Connecticut in the Clement Motorsports Machine. The 59 is Matt Clement.
In the 5th starting spot, it is car number 12, Broadbrook Brewing Company. Safeco Foams among the sponsors from East Long Meadow. It is Alexandra Fern, car number 12.
Starting 6th from Tolland, Connecticut. He'll drive the number 28 machine in the Napa of Tolland Chevy. Welcome back, Rich Hammond.
And starting scratch will be number 77, the Rob Russell chassis, 5-star auto car from Holland, Mass, Trinity Provost. Already a problem with car number 17. Ari Jensick's car goes to the center of the infield. We're not quite sure what the situation was with that car. The Jensicks are twins. You would know it by their performance. They're very competitive, and they've had some really strong runs here at the Speedway this season and last season. And Ari is out of her car. Apparently something went awry on car number 17, so a tough way to get off to the start. She's removing the hood pins, checking the engine, and we are now going green, and it is the Casa Grande Builders Machine up at the front of the field, and that, of course, is Damon Pilardi with car number 87. Who's right there with him? It's the 23 of Devin Jensick carrying the Jensick banner to the front of the class, and then last week's winners, Matt Clement. They brought us 3 cars a week ago. They're always prepared to perfection. The Aquatic Wildlife Machine setting in the 3rd spot.
Clement's got the number 12 right on his rear bumper. That's Alexandra Fern in that number 12. Alexandra looking for a good run tonight. Then it's Rich Hammond in the 28. Top 5 cars, all single file as they come into turn number 4.
Off the turn, the leader gets a little bit loose this time. That is fast, but not when you want to make consistent laps here at the half mile. He pulls away off turn 2. This kid grew up right here in Stafford, lives in Willington, comes with his dad since he was a youngster, raced on Monday Night Carts, and the thrill of his life was to win a few weeks back. And now he's really loose this time. That opens up the inside lane.
Yeah, Devin Jensick saw that opening, and he's going to take advantage of it as he gets to the inside of the 87. 87 still loose going between turns 1 and 2. So way up high goes Pilardi. Way down low goes the 23. He's your new leader.
And Matt Clement is right there in striking distance. Black and silver, number 59 car. Directly behind Clement is the number 12, the Broadbrook Brewing Company car, and that is Alexandra Fern. She had an off night last Friday evening. She's looking to change that here today. Reels in, sees daylight, going, well, almost gone, and now it looks like she is gone and takes over the 3rd position, bumping the 59 car back to 4th, and Rich Hammond, who happens to be the big dog in this division, and the point leader by a margin of 6 going into tonight's program.
Yeah, nice power move there for the number 12. She's going to try to go for more. Alexandra Fern trying to get to the inside of the 87 machine of Pilardi. Great battle for that 2nd spot.
2 laps to go as they come back to the stripe. Pilardi's got nothing but a mirror full of Alexandra Fern. She is literally right on his back bumper as they come off the turn. She sees daylight. Pilardi's car goes up the hill. Alexandra Fern moves in, and she will take over 2nd. There's less than a half a mile when they cross the stripe this time. Way out in front, the leader still remains, Devin Jensen. Good side-by-side battle. Pilardi's car slips a little further back, and here comes last week's feature event winner, Matt Clement, to take over 3rd.
Yeah, Pilardi begging for some grip there as he gets into turn number 3, but the 28 is going to take advantage of that as well. Rich Hammond, he'll move into the 4th spot as the checkered flag waves.
Checkered flag is out. Devin Jensick will be our winner. Alexandra Fern will finish in 2nd with car number 12. Matt Clement will finish in 3rd. In the 4th position will be Rich Hammond, the point leader, with car number 28.
Then it'd be the number 87 of Damian Pilardi with that hard-handling machine. The 77 would go next. That's Trinity Provost. And, of course, Eri Jensick in the number 17. She pulled off quickly here before this thing even got going.
Well, that was kind of a tough break for her, but she will be back, I guarantee it, for the main event. Limited late model qualifier number 2. 7 more cars are assembled backstage. They'll be moving center stage, and Jay Clement out of Weathersfield in the Clement Motorsports car will be starting at the point, car 95.
Yeah, scheduled to go 2nd is the number 10. He had some good runs this year so far. In the JRC Transportation machine coming out of Litchfield, it's Matt Scapini.
And flanking the inside of row number 2, starting position number 3, is car number 14, the Garrett's Carpentry car from Agawam, Mass. for Kevin Cormier.
Starting in the 4th position, no stranger to victory lane as well here at Stafford. He'll drive the number 6 out of Windsor Locks, Connecticut, Jeremy Lavoie.
In the 6th starting spot, Daddy O'Honey brings us car 42 from Durham, Connecticut, part of the Ray Racing Group. It is Dana Ray.
Starting 7th, and he drives the number 7. That's David Schinder out of West Granby in the Schinder Family Farm Chevy Impala. Good-looking car for the Schinder family.
Okay, we've got 8 laps the distance, 5 to be among the handicap of 7. All cars are qualified. Welcome to our show for this evening's presentation. Remember, on all forms of social media, you can contact us, Facebook, Twitter, whatever the case may be. You can be a part of this evening's race program by reaching out, because we want to hear from you.
Great weekend last weekend here at Stafford Motor Speedway. If you missed it, plenty of great racing both Friday and Saturday night. I'll tell you what a show, what a crowd, what a night. And once again, we certainly do thank you for attending here tonight at the Stafford Motor Speedway as the limited late models get ready to rumble. 2nd qualifying heat, 8 laps is the distance, 5 cars qualify. This should be a good one with the 95 of Jay Clement to the inside of the number 10, Matt Scapini. Green flag is out, rough and underway. Side-by-side action as they go down the front stretch on the gas into turn number 1, the 95 to the inside with a slight advantage over Scapini to the outside. Clement looking for a good run off and a good ride off of turn number 2. He's going to launch himself in front of car number 10. Right beside them, actually 3 wide now as they come into turn number 4. 3 wide limited late models.
They come off that turn very impressively. It is a great battle, and the Days Cannabis Machine, car number 22 for Patno, making its presence known back in the 4th spot, and slip sliding away up the hill goes car number 14 for Kevin Cormier. But as they come off the turn, it is still Jay Clement in command. Scapini, who won the opening day event for this division, and there is Lavoie driving the Bobcat car. Remember, Lavoie is a former champion of the Bobcat of Connecticut, Blazati Trucking Company car. Red car to the inside. John, he's got second. No surprises out of him here today.
Yeah, Jeremy Lavoie looking good, trying to chase down Jay Clement. Clement with the lead since the get-go in the number 95 machine. Then you got Scapini. He's having himself some issues with the 22 of Patno. Patno trying to get around him.
Well, Patno continues to run right there with him. Here comes Lavoie, sees a little daylight to the inside. Off the turn, it is still Jay Clement. We just saw his brother competing in that 59 car, last week's feature event winner. He is now trying everything to hold off Lavoie with that red number 6.
Here comes Gary Patnote side by side. There is Patnote. He tries to get to the inside of Scapini in the 10.
Well, the Days Cannabis Machine is holding on to the bottom of the racetrack, and Patnote will take over position 3. While he does that, all of a sudden Scapini drops back to the 4th spot. He's going to watch himself because Kevin Cormier, with that number 14 car, is among the quicker cars in this pack. Back to the stripe they come. Mike Helberg giving him the 2-lap go marker, and one slip up costs Clement the lead as Lavoie becomes the standout in the final 2 circuits.
Yeah, Clement slipped up the Speedway out of turn number 4, opened the door for the number 6, and he has the lead. That is the number 6 machine, former champion here in that machine, and doing a good job is Jeremy Lavoie.
Here they come. White flag is out. Wow, what a battle for second. All of a sudden, the Days Cannabis Machine is kind of dazzling the field in second, as Scapini is trying to settle back in. Clement is struggling, and a late event charge by Kevin Cormier. Remember, 5 is key, but every position counts. There is the black and white. Jeremy Lavoie will take down the win. Gary Patnote will finish in second. 3rd position goes to Matt Scapini. Jay Clement to finish in 4th, and Kevin Cormier for 5. 2 individuals will not make it in the handicap.
Yeah, David Schindler in the number 7 and Dana Ray driving the 42. Neither one of those cars made the handicap as the limited late models complete their qualifying here at the Stafford Motor Speedway.